Hi, this is Kirk Diamond, and allow me to introduce myself.
Who's up and coming? Who's got next? This is...
Allow me to introduce myself.
I would describe my sound as being a fusion with reggae, which is my culture. And I grew up in Toronto, so, hip-hop elements, grime from the UK is a big part of it as well. But altogether, I'm reggae through and through, The influences of my music is two parts, basically. I'm influenced by my life that I live, growing up with my parents, my friends that I hang out with. Everything that I usually sing about is what I live a day-to-day life, how I live, stuff that I speak about on a regular basis. That's what you'll hear in my music. As far as musicians, or music itself, when we moved to Canada, the cassettes and tapes that my father had was what really got me into it. So we're talking about the Bob Marleys and the Dennis Browns, and then dancehall, it was Super Cat and Ninja Man and all. I remember my father's older than me, so his thing started before the Bounty Killer and the Beanie Man era, right? So it was the early dancehall, right? And we weren't allowed to go outside. So every day it was VHS at the time, for those who still know what that is, for hours at a time, every day, till it just became, me, basically. So that's what really influenced and inspired my music.
So the man that needs to find an escape, a place to put down all their cares. And if you really search, you will find it. A little phenomenon, money no Babylon come from the island.
So my music making process is a mixture. Like sometimes we get the beat first and I just feel like going off lyrically on something. Or it may be a situation that's going on and I just want to lend my voice to it, and then I write for that, and then either me or my band will come together and just create the perfect beat that goes with what I'm thinking, and then we push it forward, and sometimes before the song is even released, I'm already performing the song just to see how, the audience would gauge it and see what needs to change if the song is coming out at all, Yeah. Some of my favorite artists from growing up till now, Super Cat is one of my favorite artists, Ninja Man too. Beanie Man was my favorite artist throughout high school. The first song I ever performed was Sim Simma in grade 9 music class. They didn't understand a word, but Beanie Man, and then Vybz Kartel came in like midway through high school, and then that just blew my mind because I've never heard anybody that rhymed that way. And I think he was a big influence of me still being able to do reggae and keeping that hip-hop element that I've grown to love being here in Canada. Yeah.
So you were a fan of like those Bounty remixes where they would take his acapella, put it over like Shook Ones and stuff like that? You were into that stuff?
Yeah, and I think that's what my favorite band or group of all time is, the Fugees. Right? I even have Lauryn Hill tattooed on my arm. But Lauryn Hill, for me, first of all, I saw Lauryn Hill for $20 in Saskatoon. Right? And I was maybe like 5 feet away from for $20. The same show in Toronto, to be where I was, would have been $1,800 or something like that. Crazy, but I saw her for $20. See? But from the Fugees day, just the way that she put her rhymes together, she was using words that I never heard before in my life. Like I had to go to the dictionary and say, yo, what is this? She's the first person I heard misogynistic from. There's so much other things. Like she helped me to want to be educated, to be able to do what I did. You know what I mean? And just mixing, like I said, Toronto being a melting pot of cultures, their music identifies that as well. Like you hear the reggae influences, even just watching her show. To me, when I see Lauryn Hill, I'm watching a reggae show just with Lauryn Hill, So, she's a big influence to me.
Girl want a 90s loving. Make it tickle your spine. The way you whine, you got to be mine. Tiffany.
Something surprising about me that people may not know is that I'm a huge One Direction fan. Even me saying it, I have to chuckle. But I wasn't at first. I got drawn to a concert in Philadelphia. I drove from here to Philadelphia, just 14 hours. And when I left, I was like, wow, craziest show I've ever been to in my life at the time. And when I dove deeper into their music, they were doing things that now I'm starting to do, where it's like they're doing things that are nostalgic to like the 70s rock and stuff like that. And I do stuff that's nostalgic to 70s and 80s dancehall and reggae. So, you know, I still grabbed from them to create now. Biggest mistake I've ever made? I don't think I've ever made a mistake. And the reason why I don't think I've made a mistake is because everything that I've done up until this point has put me in this position that I'm in. I don't call them mistakes anyways, I call them more like learning experiences. The ultimate mistake would be if I lost my life doing something, basically.
Love you, I bring it, better bring it good. But if I talk, you attack, you better leave it on. You better leave the talking to your phone.
My mommy, neat and me sweet and me know how to do it, me learn say. Not take no job and left it incomplete. Master in this, them want to study the technique. Any style you get, you know, say that it is a later.
No, I wasn't allowed to have a nickname either. Yeah, so people they used to call me many things, but they used to call me like Junior Bling and all these things in high school. And people call the phone and like, hi, may I speak to Junior Bling, please? No one don't live here by that name. Click, and they know that they're asking for me. They just didn't want me in any trouble. You know, they were very overprotective is the proper word for that. Like, I think I might have been maybe 26 when I was able to go out at night and they would go to bed. Like, they would always be up waiting for me to come home, watching the news just to see if, you know, maybe I'm on there for some reason. So they're very, very, very overprotective. I don't know if it's a talent, but I'm a very good basketball player. I'm a very, very good basketball player. So much so you'll see the tight pants and the Jamaican accent and think that I cannot play, and then you'll bet me and lose all your money. That nice. I played basketball in high school. I never finished the entire year because I was always kicked off for some foolishness. But, you know, they knew what it was.
Dread, yeah, I know we dread. Babylon don't love to see the crown on the king head. Jah will never give the power to no ball head. Yeah, I know we dread. Yeah, I know we dread.
So what's coming up for Kirk Diamond is I just released my debut full-length album entitled Dread, right? You can find it on all streaming platforms. Matter of fact, you can get the vinyl and CDs if you want, you know what I mean? Just look up Kirk Diamond, at Kirk Diamond on Instagram, or Kirk Diamond on Twitter. So the first lead single is called Reggae Party, which I won a Juno for this year. Great video, very nostalgic. And then we have a second single called Bring It Good featuring Tiffany Malvo, which is doing great. It's very nostalgic of that early 90s dancehall. You know what I mean? I think if you love dancehall, you'll enjoy that one. So yeah, just check it out. 2024, we're going back on the road. We already finished the first leg of the tour over the summer, which was good. Every show was sold out. And you know, it's a blessing. So follow, and I hope we'll see you at that show soon. Hey, I'm Kirk Diamond, and I just introduced myself.
Can't style the Rastas, no dirty trading on me head. No, you don't go find no 40 late. Yeah, I know we dread.